K241DA Austin, KTSN HD1 Austin, and K261DW Austin. The best music under the sun is at sunradio.com. Support for Texas music on Sun Radio comes from Fifth Generation Incorporated, makers of Tito's Handmade Vodka. Pot distilled and made from corn in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume and 80 proof, Tito's Handmade Vodka is
live from Huerlos Taco Bar in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas. It's time for Texas Radio Live. Tonight's musical guests, Beat Root Revival. And now your host, Mark Murray.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Yeah. God, it feels good to get out of the house, doesn't it? Man. Last week, this time, we were all shivering in the snow, and tonight we're enjoying some live music with 80 degrees in the Oak Garden at Huerlos Taco Bar. Gotta love Texas. Gotta love Texas weather. I'm Mark Murray with Sun Radio. Kevin Connor's around here somewhere tonight. He's here too. And we are here to enjoy some great live music tonight. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting live music, and thank you for supporting Sun Radio. And let's just get right into the music. We'll talk later, but right now I'd like to introduce Andrea McGee and Ben Jones. Please welcome Beat Root Revival.
I just won't go down. down, I won't go down. Had to lose a lot to get what I have found. I won't go down, I won't go down. Take me to the top, cause I just won't go. I won't go down, I won't go down. Had to lose a lot to get what I have found. I won't go down, I won't go down. Take me to the top, cause I just won't go down.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Well, good evening, everybody. It is so lovely to be here. Thank you for joining us safely and socially distanced. And I'm out of breath.
This is about as close as I've been to anyone in about a year. It's a strange feeling, isn't it? We are Beat Root Revival, apparently the last time that we checked. And it's an honor to be getting to play on Sun Radio again. Thank goodness the sun came back up to charge back up the solar power. I think you're. I'm not with you, Mark, though, on the love in the Texas weather from last week. I'm like, it's just the one element where I was like,
Well, okay, so you're from Kent,
4,500 miles away.
Andrea from Belfast.
That's right.
Do you have anything like that back home?
No, that's why we left.
Oh.
You can't hold us responsible, though. We've been here for 7 years now, so it's like I don't think it was us. But Pat Burns been here a shorter period of time. I think it was his fault.
But we did even say, as much as we're used to it, we still got a shock like everybody else. It's just you're not used to it here in any shape or form, and it was a strange one for us too. So.
I'm just glad everybody's okay. That's really all that, in such horrible times, that's all you can really hope for, isn't it? Everyone's okay.
And I'm glad you're all back on stage. Let's get some more music here. Beat Root Revival.
This is a song from our second album. It's a song called Reasons to Believe. You got me wondering what a movie's coming next. Cause I know you're here with me, but we can't seem to connect. It wasn't always like this, and now my heart, it holds regret. It felt so different when I had nobody to neglect. Searching high, searching low, searching everywhere I go, just to find another reason to believe. Ask me why, I don't know, depends which way the river flows. So for now, I guess we'll have to wait and see. So many people say, you ask, you will receive. Well, if that's really true, then who's listening to me? Oh. If it's between you and me, no one else can understand. I tried to read the signs, but there's no wish I can command. Searching high, searching low, searching everywhere I go, just to find another reason to believe. Ask me why, I don't know, depends which way the river flows. So for now, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I had the answer, but it seemed to slip away. So now I'm standing here without a word to say. Searching high, searching low, searching everywhere.
everywhere I go, just to find another reason to believe. Ask me why, I don't know. Depends which way the river flows. So for now, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, as Andrea said, it's so nice to be out playing again. I get to debut my new hairstyle, which is nice. If anyone's in the looking for starting a Bee Gees tribute band, I'm your guy. I've got the high voice and the hair to go with it now. This is a song that came out on our last album that we put out in October of 2019. Anyone remember 2019?
I don't even know what
that was
day
a good
it
year,
is.
wasn't it? Do you know what happened in 2019? Nothing. That's what was great about it.
We put out an album and then it just closed.
Well, I mean, that's apparently the
That's why. Is that why?
no, that's the musician's selfish approach to it.
Yeah.
We all stand back and go, oh, it's so annoying, this COVID-19. We put an album out and then it happened and then we couldn't go out and play our album. It's like, yeah, that's the biggest problem there is. So this is a song called Come On Over. Obviously, if I'd have known what was going to happen, wouldn't have been called Come On Over. Stay where you are. I guess you weren't joking when you said about skipping town. The only things I could see through that old cracked window was the stuff that was nailed down. The price that you paid was just too damn steep for some secrets you just never asked to keep. So the one eye on the road, the other in the rear view, you're headed for higher ground. However far you run, you can never cover up the sun. Oh, but I wish that you'd stick around. Come on over, meet me on the other side. Come on over, all that water's deep but not too wide. Come on over, maybe then you'll understand. There's more than one way to the promised land. Oh, last time that we spoke, I can't remember really making all that much sense. Too blind to see what was happening to me, the sad confusion of the failure of recompense. The price of a haphazard tapestry, the thoughts and good intentions you refuse to see. So back here on the outside looking in's the place where I have to be. However far you run, you can never cover up the sun. Oh, but I wish that you'd stick around. Come on over, meet me on the other side. Come on over, all that water's deep but not too wide. Come on over, maybe then you'll understand. There's more than one way to the promised land. A cold wind blows, now you're so far down the road. If you could just see past your nose. Oh, you may well roam, but in my heart you'll always have at home. You'll never truly be alone.
Come on over. Meet me on the other side. Come on over. Water's deep, but not too wide. Come on over. Maybe then you'll understand. There's more than one way to. More than one way to. More than one way to the promised land.
Beetroot Revival.
Thank
Live
you.
from the Oak Garden at Guero's Taco Bar on South Congress. This is Texas Radio Live. Hey, thank you for tuning in, listening on the radio tonight. You know, you can also stream the video on Sun Radio's Facebook and our YouTube channel, if nothing else, just to see Ben's hair.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
I haven't had hair this long since high school. And people were saying, I think maybe I should go get it cut. When's the last time you had hair that long?
I mean, the last time I had hair this long, I was 17.
Yeah.
So like 21 years ago. And I made there was a girl that I liked at college, and I made a very ill-advised joke to her that I was the second coming, not knowing that she was a devout Roman Catholic. So that ended that one for me, didn't it? And so I very quickly cut the hair off and never grew it again until now.
Well, you're looking kind of rough, but you're sounding pretty good. Andrew,
Thank you, buddy. Yeah.
You came through the pandemic just fine. I think there's some optimism here. I think we're going to get through this together. And the way we're going to do it is with some great music from Beetroot Revival on Sun Radio.
Thank you so much. Is everybody doing okay out there? Yeah, good. Yeah, I know.
She does.
I'm also supporting my very first black eye with a lot of makeup on it. I had a week last week. Not only did we have snowvid, I headbutted my dog. Well, my dog headbutted me and knocked me out for a second. So Ben has some new hair and I have a black eye. So thank goodness for radio.
Yeah. Now you know what it's like to have a great face for radio.
Anyhow, this is the title track of our most recent album, and it's a song called Up.
The wind has changed, there's a storm coming now. There's a rattle in my bones. I hear the whisper in between the clouds, like a hand upon my throat. No backing out, this world is gonna show you what it's really made of. Swallow your doubt, wake up, it's only a matter of time. I wanna go up, lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high today. It's not a hill, there's a mountain yet to climb, and we all must find a way. And this prophecy that's made for you and I grows stronger every day. Reflections that time erases, pinnacle that seems so big we never make it. Standing behind those faces, dreams that the eye cannot see. I wanna go up, lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high today. This is the mirror of the mind. In every corner, persuasion you'll find, magnetizing you and I. Is this vortex of mine? I wanna go up, lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high. I wanna go up, lift me up, take me so far away. I wanna go up, 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 take me up, lift me high today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So this is a song that I wrote on a very long and very elongated English train journey. English people, as some of you may know, are not like Americans, unfortunately. We aren't very expressive in good ways or bad ways, but particularly not in the bad ways. So this one particular day on the train station, there was like 100 people waiting for a train because like 3 hadn't come in a row. And the problem with English people is they don't complain enough outwardly. They sort of sit there when their soup's cold and then the waiter comes along and says, how is it? And they go, oh, it's wonderful, it's wonderful. And the same thing happens at the train station. They're all just waiting for one of them to start complaining so the others can join in about how they've been standing there for ages in the freezing cold. And then when the train finally pulls in and they all run towards it as if Taylor Swift has arrived giving away free money, we all jumped on the train and I ended up sitting with this young couple and one of their friends, and the 2 young ladies were having a really deep and meaningful conversation, and the guy was with them, like me, thought that most of the things that came out of his mouth were comic genius, and they weren't. And he kept trying to get in on their conversation, kept trying to get in. And eventually, one of the girls just turned to him and went, oh, will you just sit there and be quiet? And the whole train just went silent. It was like one of those, oh, he's been told, it's been like admonished like a child. He's going to sit there and really think about what he's done now. But being a man, he was resilient, and he was back in there with his lightning fast quips before you knew it. The story has absolutely nothing to do with the song we're going to play, but it did inspire the title for the nonsense that I'd been writing in my little book while I was sitting there so painfully uncomfortable, hoping the ground would open up and swallow me. This is called Sit Me Down When I'm Blues. At the station, got my suitcase in my hand, a complimentary book of matches that came from the promised land. Every person I'm acquainted since become a passerby with their own set of directions for the nearest place to hide. Lend me your white pencil, and I'll draw you what I see. Well, I bet it's not the same as what you see in front of me. Close your eyes, start counting backwards, and maybe you'll forget why we came here in the first place. We'll pretend we never met. Well, now peeling off the layers, I can't escape this skin. If you can't see your own reflection looking back, then don't look in. I wish it was as simple now as filling in a form, but you know as well as I, staying in won't stop the storm. On the boron, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Andrea McGee. Now I'm back here at the station. My suitcase is empty now. I used up all its solutions. I return to take a bow. I now stand here before you, just displayed in black and white. Why you can't dissect all of my memory and throw away what you don't like?
Ben Jones, everybody.
Andrea McGee, Beetroot Revival. Oh, it is so good to be here at the Oak Garden tonight. And we are nowhere near done yet. There's much more music to come here on Sun Radio. Hey, the Sun Radio Recharge program, I don't know if you've heard about this, but that allows Sun Radio to pay these great musicians for their time and their talent. And over the past few days, we have turned our attention to so many people who have been hurting after last week's storm. We started with like a $20,000 grant from the Sun Radio Foundation. Tito stepped up with a big match, wonderful listeners, great underwriters. We ended up with over $40,000. So the past 2 days at Sun Radio, we have been writing $100 checks as fast as we can. We put a little simple form on the website. If you're hurting, if you've had some tough times over this past week and a half, let us know. We may be able to help. And right now, while we take a very short break, we're going to pass the Tecovas boot. Tecovas is one of our underwriters. They're right across the street from Warehouse here on South Congress. And anything you put in the boot goes to the Sun Radio Foundation and will help us pay it forward. So we would appreciate any additional assistance. But right now, we're going to take a short break and say thank you to the great underwriters who are making tonight's broadcast possible.
Support for Sun Radio comes from ABC Home and Commercial Services. Scratching in the attic could be a sign of rodents. ABC offers comprehensive mice and rat solutions, specialists for your environment. To schedule inspections and consultations, go to abchomeandcommercial.com.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from your solar-powered community bank, Frontier Bank, offering banking conveniences for a mobile lifestyle to keep our community safe, and the dedicated relationship of a Frontier banker. Info on Frontier's solar-powered branches can be found at frontierbankoftexas.com. Welcome to the Frontier.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from Tecovas, makers of handcrafted men's and women's cowboy boots, plus leather bags, apparel, and accessories that are all designed in Austin, Texas. Find yours at their store on South Congress Avenue or at the Domain North Side and at tecovas.com. Tecovas.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from solar-powered Austin Subaru, 8100 Burnett Road, now featuring the all-new 2021 symmetrical all-wheel drive Subaru Outback Premium, Limited, and Touring models. Austin Subaru will even bring a vehicle to you for a clean, safe test drive. MPG info and shop online with home delivery at austinsubaru.co.
Support for solar-powered Sun Radio comes from Austin Water. Austin Water is committed to providing safe, reliable, sustainable, and affordable water services to the community. Find conservation tips, tools, rebate programs, and more at austinwater.org.
Support for Texas music on Sun Radio comes from Fifth Generation Incorporated, makers of Tito's Handmade Vodka. Pot distilled and made from corn in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume and 80 proof, Tito's Handmade Vodka is crafted to be consumed responsibly. More online at titosvodka.com.
And we're back live in the Oak Garden at Guero's Taco Bar. Please help me welcome back to the stage for Texas Radio Live Beat Root Revival.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is a song that was the closing track of our last record. This is called Love Doesn't Live Here Anymore. Spoiler alert, it's quite sad.
But it gets happy. It's a true story.
Love doesn't live here anymore. Yes, I watched as it walked out the door. Couldn't hold down the ceiling or barricade the wall. No love, don't live here anymore. There's an emptiness now that you're gone. Such a sobering feel to the dawn. Yet the sun, it still rises in our hearts, so they beat on. No love, don't live here anymore. If I'm home, will you return? If I'm there and I pray to burn, would you stay? Could you change? Could you even walk away? No love, don't live here anymore. As the cradle departs and removes, and the wind takes our hearts to the truth, but I'm still here beside you in a place where I belong. No love, don't live here anymore. If I'm home, would you return? If I'm there and I pray to burn, would you stay? Could you change? Could you even walk away? No love, don't live here anymore. Here we go again, calling out, falling out. Here we go again, and there's an aching in my bones. 'Cause when you love someone like I love you, it's not something I'm gonna throw away. So when I'm home, you do return. When I'm there, it was only to love. 'Cause you stayed and you changed and you didn't walk away. And through the flames we'd remain, and together we did stay. 'Cause when you love someone like I loved you, it's not something I'm gonna throw away. 'Cause we found a love, a different love, and I could live here like before.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Freedom
Woo! So this is a song that was on our second record. Our first record we made in the 6 months when we first put our little duo together. It was more of a snapshot because we needed something to sell at gigs, because if we didn't have that, we were going to be hitchhiking across the country. And the thing is, I can understand people would want to pick Andrea up, but as soon as I kind of stepped out and tried to show my leg at the side of the road, and the hitchhikers, they would just drive straight on by.
I mean, I don't know. You've got better legs than me, man. Let's be real. He's got the longest legs out of all of us.
But
he does. He's a hairy chest. See, Deb would have picked you up.
Thank God this is radio. No one can see. So by the time we got that second record, we'd actually sort of kind of got an idea of who we were as a duo. But our personal relationship started to fall apart then. So we had these delusions of grandeur. It was like, this is great. This is unfolding perfectly. We're going to turn into Fleetwood Mac, and we're going to get all that success that goes with it. But
we got all the other parts.
Alas, no. But we did manage to fix our friendship, which was the most important part of it. And this is a song that came out of that situation. You don't think that you can find the broken pieces of your heart? Maybe I can recommend some helpful places you might start. In that pile of letters that you said you'd thrown away lie the deepest honesties you ever wished to say, hiding for so long, like a song that you no longer play. If you're drawing conclusions that suggest you'll never work this out, or may I offer a remedy to deal with all this nagging down? History and memory are seldom the same thing. One man's recollection to another means nothing. Anecdotes to share, but can you know if you were really there? I can't just tell you all the things you long to hear, for I've seen long goodbyes and months turn into years, and I know pain can't be extinguished with a tear, but you must try to just hold on. Along the road there's still a chance you'll stumble and you'll fall, colliding with each other. The last option is to crawl. Glory or defeat, or do you stand and fight or just retreat? I can't just tell you all the things you want to hear, for I've seen long goodbyes where months turn into years, and I know pain can't be extinguished with a tear, but you must try to just hold on. can find the broken pieces of your heart. Maybe I can recommend some helpful places you might start.
Beetroot Revival.
Hey-o.
Thank you so much.
Andrea, Ben, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So good to be here tonight. I don't know how y'all fared through the storm, but we managed to stay on the air at Sun Radio. I mean, we say, powered by the sun. Well, yeah, no kidding. Freedom Solar put solar panels up on the roof of our studio. And even with the clouds, we stayed on the air. And then on top of putting solar panels, the Freedom Solar stepped up with a big donation to help us match the Tito's match. So that's where we got all the money from to help, give it back to the community. And I guess this all really started with some wonderful anonymous person who donated $200,000 for the cause. And maybe you're here tonight. I don't know if you are, but it would not be possible without you. So whoever you are,
amazing.
thank you so much. Thanks to Tito's and Freedom Solar and all these generous listeners. Did you guys fare okay? I mean, burst pipes?
I lost internet for about 3 hours. It was dreadful. No,
we lost,
too soon.
We lost water. We lost water, but we were lucky enough to stay with power. Yeah.
But I mean, so many of our friends and loved ones all really struggled through it. And I'm just, as I say, I feel very grateful that everyone's managed to get to the other side without too much casualty of the people that I know. But it's,
Well, you help too. I mean, the live streams that you both are doing individually and as Beetroot Revival, I think, help get a lot of people through this. And you draw so much energy from the crowd. How do you do that and have so much fun with it sitting alone in, the living room?
Comment section.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's been a whirlwind for all of us. I think, we had to adapt pretty quickly. And we did, but and so thank you to everybody who has supported us and supported many of our fellow musicians through the live streams. Because if it wasn't for you, we would not be able to survive. So a heartfelt thank you for that.
I generally talk to myself on the streams as well. It's like
I think we've all developed like a little bit of Tourette's at the end of every song because you don't have that. Even if it's one lonely clap, you don't have it. So you're like, whoa, yeah. Yeah, right. Like there's this that I definitely have a go-to.
I think at the end of this, there's going to be a lot of self-impressed musicians with themselves, because it's like they've just had to make up for the fact that not even, if it goes real bad, you just have to adapt it and you kind of boo yourself, don't you? Just kind of go, oh.
Hey, well, let's give them what they deserve. A big round of applause. Texas Radio Live, more music from Beetroot Revival on Sun Radio.
Thank you so much. This is a song of ours called Instincts.
Say stay, so you must go. Heaven knows it's bittersweet. How instincts talk. How instincts talk. How instincts talk. How instincts talk. Temptations that will bring you down, down, down. So you must change and strengthen your mind. It will tell you what to do, 'cause it's the highest truth. From dark to light, you'll always fight. You knock, knock, knocking at heaven's door. Fear will grip and you want more. How instincts talk. 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 My blood starts pumping and my heart starts thumping and it feels like I'm out of control. Help me, help me. My blood starts pumping and my heart starts thumping and it feels like I'm out of control. Help me, help me. How instincts talk. 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 They talk so loud, they talk so deep, they talk so high. They tell no lies and no disguise, but yet you try. They talk so loud, they talk so deep, they talk so high. How instincts talk. Thank you so much. Thank you. Woo! Freedom win. Well, I believe we have a couple more for you. We want to do a shameless plug. As we have been surviving on our live streams, we've been doing once a month, and we're going to do a live stream on March the 6th at 5 p.m. and we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm
going to play Andrea's parts and she's going to play mine.
I've always wanted to do those high instinct parts.
I'm really good. I'm obviously really good at playing that drum. And he's like, sometimes I think she's got like a bionic arm or something. I did try to play it once, and I kind of just, it was kind of, I mean, it wasn't even kind of embarrassing. It was just it was like one of those things where, you know, when you're a kid and you first pick up something and you want to make an impression on people and you're not really aware of the fact that you can't do it. It was like that feeling, but being completely aware that you couldn't do it.
Well, you're so good at everything else, it kind of balances it
Well,
out.
thanks.
Were you fishing for that? You were building it up. You're like, come on, hit me with it, hit me.
Hey, look at my hair. I'm quite clearly not good at a lot of things.
So if you are enjoying our banter and our songs, please join us online on March the 6th at 5 p.m. We would love to see you in our comments section. We're going to do a very special one where we're going to cover our favorite duos, our favorite famous duos, and then some of our own songs as well. So
we'd love to see you in the comments section. It sounds really creepy, doesn't it? I'd love to see some of your hearts come up.
Well, I call them love explosions, which I think sounds even worse.
I called it a love explosion and then realized that was a very bad turn of phrase. So
this is my favorite song off our recent album, and it's called Freedom Win. And we do have a tip jar at the front. Thank you so much, kind sir, for showcasing that.
I've been going round in circles for so long, it's hard to know just where I am. I've been chasing rainbows since the story started. It's so deja vu, my friend. I've been on my own, searching for a home, like a rolling stone. Yeah, there's no mas, I'll keep moving on. Will you, won't you, do you, don't you? All these questions buzzing round inside my head. Well, if there's an answer, there's a chance that I was listening out for something else instead. With my ear pressed to the ground, in this chaos I have found, there's a silence in the sound. Everything that goes up must come down. Woo! Oh, freedom wind, wash over me, my only friend. Please stand with me, 'cause if I have to keep on walking, I just can't do all the talking. So if you stay right by my side, I'll let tomorrow be my guide. Am I wrong or am I right? It all depends on what I used to choose in my fight. Well, I have made enough wrong turns to know I can't stop heading for that morning light. I must keep pressing on, even when I'm not that strong. I will loudly sing my song, 'cause that's the only place where I belong. Oh, freedom wind, wash over me, my only friend. Please stand with me. Oh, freedom wind, wash over me, my only friend. Please stand with me. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Well, we got one more song for you. Thank you so much to Sun Radio for having us. We are Beat Root Revival. Thank you all for joining us and being safe and socially distanced and wearing your masks. We appreciate you all very much.
Please keep supporting the Sun Radio Recharge program. Very, very important. It's benefited so many of us. I was a recipient of it the first time round, and I'm real grateful of that. It's great to live in a town that you have to take stock sometimes, and we can all look at the things that aren't right, but it is good to live in a town that really does look after its musical community as best as it can do. So
we love you, Austin. We love you, son.
We're all pleased to be here. So this is a song called Something in the Air. If you know it, clap along.
There definitely is something, and I thought you were going for that joke.
It's in D.
instigator, because there's something in the air. We've got to get together sooner or later, because the revolution's here, and you know it's right. Look up the streets and houses, because there's something in the air. We got to get together sooner or later, because the revolution's here, and you know it's right. And you know that it's right. We have got to get it together. We have got to get it together now. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. And ammo. We're gonna find our way through here. We got to get together sooner or later, because the revolution's here, and you know it's right. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Thank you so much.
so much. Thank you.
Beetroot Revival, thank you so much. Andrea McGee, Ben Jones. Keep up to date with them on their Facebook page. There's a little Beetroot Revival souvenir stand up here on stage, right? If you'd like to visit at the show tonight. Thank you, guys. It felt so good.
Thank you.
Thank you to everybody who came out tonight. Thank you for your donations. If you like what you heard tonight and would like to make another donation on your way out, that would be just wonderful. Thanks to our underwriters, including Guero's Taco Bar, Austin Water, ABC Home and Commercial Services, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Frontier Bank of Texas, Austin, Subaru, Chem-Free Organic Pest and Lawn Services, and Tecovas. We are back next week with Graham Wilkinson here in the Oak Garden at Guero's Taco Bar. Thank you so much to the Lippincott family, everybody here at Guero's Musical Services Group. Jeremy Parker, great sound tonight. Jeremy, man. Our producer and nighttime heartthrob, Ben Bethay, mixing tonight. David Arnsberger, thank you, man, for booking such great bands. Thank you to our wonderful volunteers, and thank you to our great listeners. I'm Mark Murray. We've lost Kevin Connor. If you find him, return him to Sun Radio. He has to be on the air at 6 a.m. We'll see you tomorrow on Sun Radio from the Oak Garden at Guero's Taco Bar. Good night.